I have such issue with MLK and JFK and this Kenya thing. And it actually is because I care about black Americans. And these people do this to demoralize America. And I guess what I'll never forget is a couple years ago, and I posted it, a young black man, who said, "I'm sick of people telling me I'm an African American." He said, "I'm a black American." And I thought, whoa, I mean, that just hit me. Like, it just never, because we're all told, no, if you have black skin, you're African American. And his point was, no, I've been in America regardless of its history. This is where I was born. I'm a black American. And I thought it was so powerful. And yet, this Kenya shit that JFK and MLK and Harry Belafonte, all these people, they cared more about Kenya than they did America. And they definitely cared more about Africans, black Africans, than they did black Americans. No doubt. And yet, I've worked with a lot of people that are black and from Africa, and they're wonderful people, and they love their heritage and all that. And I get it. But then I can also understand the American man that's black that says, stop referring to me as African. I've never been to Africa. I'm an American. And it's like that's where the disgrace is for me with MLK. Is like he should have known better. I mean, this was they cared. JFK, Harry Belafonte, MLK. That's who they cared about. Was Kenya and Nairobi. And yet all of the money you and your Hollywood, because Harry Belafonte raised such big money, all for Kenya. Yet he wants to be a leader here. JFK was a president. It's like, don't be a president. Don't be a politician. Don't be running. Like, Ilhan Omar should go back to Somalia. Okay? All you people do is serve the country you came from and then shit all over ours. And this was the first, because again, MLK, JFK, Harry Belafonte, Sidney Poitier, a bunch of people that were more interested in Kenya students coming here and Kenya's struggles than they were American. Spent all this money, raised this money, JFK Foundation paying $100,000 to bring these Kenya students here. And all I can think is, it was such a slap in every black American's face. And yet then you wanted to make them believe that you were about them. Because MLK saw himself as a pan-African, which was more a Kenyan African. Well, that doesn't mean every American, black American, sees themselves that way. But it seems that all of you wanted to push that, right? That every black person is African American, instead of what that black young man said, which is, no, I'm a black American. You wanted that division because you wanted the racial war. Yeah, good old Harry Belafonte there. I mean, this is what they care about. This is what they care about. And it's fine, but then go be a leader there and stop acting like you give a shit about Americans, especially black Americans. The African roots of MLK's vision, Ghana tells us that forces of the universe are on the side of justice. An old order of colonialism, of segregation, discrimination is passing away now. Yeah, they were all globalists. That's what they were. But I'll tell you one thing, who I think all of these people were racist towards, I don't care what color skin he is, was towards black Americans. The same with JFK, the same with the Democrat Party. Because again, they always were the racist party. They supported Ku Klux Klan members. But I mean, this is just like, I could care less about everything else in the files. This was a disgrace to him that he supported this while acting like he gathered all of this movement here in America, black people that believed in him. And yet, who did you and your Hollywood people spend all the money on? Kenya. What bullshit is that? Yeah, and MLK was a pan-African. And which is now why I understand what that young black man was saying. I know I am not an African American, I'm a black American. At least it was somebody nice to see a black man, be proud of, America, because regardless of its history, which it's not, its history isn't as bad as people think. It's just these racist people that push this division, they want people to look at it that way. They want everybody to think America's the most racist country. No, we're the most generous country. We try to learn from our mistakes. British was sending them here, a ton of slaves here that we were sending back. But regardless, it's like, yes, we have that history. Every country, it seems, does. But for whatever reason, these people get into leadership positions. They always seem to be liberal social justice warriors and act like they care about black Americans. Please, I've never seen any of you care about any black Americans.